Oh my God. Oh shit. Y'all, I say I'm sleepy. When I tell y'all, like, this is crazy. Like, tell me I didn't start feeling sleepy till I hit the live button. But it's all good. Y'all jump up in here. Jump, jump. Period. Great cross. I like it. And then I like it. Period. Y'all scoot up. Hit the like button. Get comfortable. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Yep. No. Yep. No. Truth is, but it's a lot going on in these internet streets. Hey, y'all. Let's talk about it. Hold on. Hold on. First of all, let me just say this. Um. Listen, y'all, it is so hard for me to speak on the T.S. Madison D.L. Whisper stuff, y'all, for real. It is. It is because I'm going to tell y'all why. Why? Because I don't know what the hell was going on with them, Craig. Yeah, no, truth is, y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get the tea, but I ain't over there in them people business. Yeah, no, truth is. So, with that being said, you know, I'm just paying attention to this man can't get out of jail, and all he did was ride by a person's house and say, "Hey, girlfriend, you." Like a girl from a girlfriend. Like Tisha Campbell from Boom Right. Child, that's all in the freaking that man said. That when I tell y'all that's how he said. I said that's how he said. And it was so funny because like y'all, it's like he lived like in a roundabout. So man, this man like, okay, this man y'all, like, he literally rolled by like he was for the throw the paper quick enough to throw a newspaper and go. Like that's how fast it was. It's man, listen. It's not giving all of that for me, okay? It's not giving all of that for me, but like, like I said, y'all, I don't feel comfortable speaking on that situation because I don't know, what's going on. But all I know is, child, they acting like, if I'm being real, they acting like they is acting like the DL Whisper, who I don't know, again, by the way. And I know truth is, and like, I know everybody. I just do. So I feel like, um, if I don't know you, you just gotta slang some old chop. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Yeah, nah, truth is, because I be knowing everybody. Although I will say I am getting to that age where I be like, oh my God, who is this? I do. Now, that is the truth. Cause I'm weird with new people, like I'm weird with like new magicians. I mean, yeah, musicians, like rappers, anybody like that. New gospel people. Yeah, it take me a while before I get on to people like that. New basketball players, cause for a long time I was down playing Anthony Edwards. Yeah, nah, I was looking like. Yeah, ain't he for real? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was. It just is one of them. So shout out to that, I don't mind, you know. I do not mind. It is what it is. Cause just like I said when I clicked live, I started to feel sleepy. Baby, I don't have no shame in it. I do not care. I be sleep around this time, okay? Mm. Yeah, so shout out to that. This is late for me. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments, because y'all better not be saying nothing crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to that. Yeah, 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 yeah. All of that. Yeah, hit the like button. What's up, y'all? Okay, y'all better scoot up. Happy Thursday. But listen. So truth is, when it comes to that, that's like I just feel like it's hard for me to speak on again, y'all, because I don't know nothing about none of it. But all I want to say is, and it might be irrelevant now, might be water under the bridge, like the old people say. listen, listen. Let me tell you something. Earlier I had time. And yeah, so shout out to that. I had time, and like, I clicked on one of Armand videos. Shout out to Armand. Y'all know I like Armand. Yeah, I rocks with Armand. Period. So shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all, if y'all go over there, tell them y'all a pooper star and Shay Renee sent you. Period. But anyway, so I was listening to his content, right? And he had basically he was talking it's what he was talking about Tasha K and the whole house thing. And I'm like, dang, hold on. I say, hold up, like Young Dog said. Let me give a shout out to myself too though. Because like I didn't realize how man, I'm just be popping, y'all. Does that make sense? Yeah, like mother man, like M and F and bubblicious, okay? Period. Or like, what is it? Trident, uh, peppermint, government. Like, it don't matter. Like, man, fried chicken. Yeah, all of that shit. Anything that pop, that's what I do. Yeah, I do it just like that. There's somebody jump in my comments and say just like that. Period. Hey, I'm so trying to tell that. Because I didn't realize, like, I be how ahead of time I be sometimes, but like I do. I be ahead of shit. And that should be like it's almost like deja vu a little bit, but it just it's sometimes it's freakish if I'm being real, because I can say something to y'all, because that's what we do, right? We talk that talk, y'all, and y'all come over here and y'all talk that talk with me, yeah, each and every time. Yeah, y'all better tell them. Y'all just better tell them. I'm telling y'all. See, the problem with y'all is y'all be trying to cuff me. Nah, don't cuff me. Yeah, shout out to that. Especially because it ain't even cuffing season, y'all. Okay, y'all know it's hot outside and y'all all over. So period. Tell when I'm on, tell your people, tell your mama them, share it. Okay, share the live, share the knowledge, share the wealth, cause y'all know. But anyway, damn, cause y'all know I can go long on something. Yeah. So anyway, so shout out to me though, but like I didn't realize, that like everybody wasn't talking about Tasha K putting her house up for sale yet. When I was talking about her putting her house up for sale yet. So that's crazy. Shout out to Lil on me. But anyway, Armand was talking about it. I was listening to Armand talk about it, right? And he was basically saying, like, he said, wouldn't it would have been um what he say? He said, damn, I I can't see, and I don't be wanting to get nobody's stuff, cause like I don't be wanting to come strike my channel, but I really wanted to get exactly what he said verbatim, cause it was just this short little, you know, but he was basically saying like he was like, wouldn't it would have been like much better to like be in your big fancy dream home versus all of this stuff that Tasha K got going on right now. And I I said to myself, shit, that's water under the bridge now. And I started laughing so hard, child. Oh, I laughed so ugly. That was so funny to me because, like, that's what the elders used to say. Like, when I was young, that's a saying that they used to say. But basically, that just means it's too late for that. It's just too late for that. Yeah, no, truth is. So, although I understand what he was saying, I don't really connect, right? When people be with a lot of people, not just that, but a lot of people when they say stuff like she should have just took the post down, and because I'm the type of person, I'm always so forward thinking, if that makes sense. Like I'm a moving for I'm a moving forward kind of girl. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to that. That's probably why I got these big old legs like that. I should have been on somebody's track team. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But like, yeah, that's probably why, the build and whatnot, because I like to go, truth is. And so I'm the type of person that I never talk about it like that. I always, because even, our mom was even saying that, shout out to him. He was even saying that, like, anybody that thinks Tasha K has won right now is just like, like, he was basically saying like, like they tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like if they feel like she won or she winning and stuff like that or whatever, they tripping. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand what he's saying. But this is my thing. This is where I'm at with it. Okay. Can shout out to me and shout out to that. Let me just what I'm saying, piggyback off what Armand was saying a little bit. Cause this is how I look at it. One, like I said, I never ever ever, and this been going on for years now. Child, I don't even know. Yeah, now truth is, you want the truth? Child, y'all know y'all gotta be able to handle it over here with me. Pig. So let's get that crystal clear. You get the light where you anyway, let's keep the party going. We're gonna have to continue. Y'all know most days, I don't know if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. Yeah, like now, most days. That's crazy. Something crazy as hell just popped up in my head when I said that. But no, I don't. You know, um, truth is, like all the days just go together. Yeah, like goulash. I don't know what to tell you. So I damn sure can't tell you how long Cardi B and Tasha K been in this dog fight. You see, but that's beside the point. But period. Amongst all this time that these people been going back and forth, I always see people saying, if Tasha would have just took the post down, if this, if that. And I never say that because I'm not a go back and do some shit type of person. You know what I'm saying? That's not how my mind works. Every time I speak on it, I just speak in a forward manner. What I've been telling y'all, Tasha gonna be okay. I said, shit, even if she got to sell everything and move to Africa or move to go over there and goddamn do some splits and sometimes y'all, I need to be on camera. I ain't lying. If I could just eat, yeah, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But child, if she could just go over there and do some squats and stretches and the downward dog and shit with Russell, I was like, she gonna be okay. She gonna live to fight another day. You know, but it is what it is. Tash, unbeknownst to me, Tash said, "Shit, I ain't going nowhere." She like Trump. She's still right here getting it on solid ground. On our soil. Shout out to him. Shout out to that. Our turf. But no, for real, all jokes aside, I just was like, Tasha gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I used to think. Because y'all know I got a lot of faith in God too. So that's that too. So I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't know what to tell you. So that's that. And so I'm like, and then like, look, here we are. Fast forward. What we see? What we see? Is Tasha doing okay? I mean, is she doing okay? Truth is, you know. Um, Yeah, no, Tasha is keeping on, keeping on, and I feel like that's God. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. Like, yeah, Tasha gonna still do her and, get up and flex her muscle and pimp her hustle. And, and then Tasha got a man. She ain't by herself. So shout out to that. And I just feel like she gonna be okay. So like that's how I speak on the situation, and it is what it is. So I don't. It's not necessarily like so to speak, and I didn't think Armand was speaking to me. So let's just get that crystal clear. I'm just saying, I don't think Tasha K has won, so to speak, in this situation with Cardi B, but I definitely think that Tasha K, like, she won at life. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lord, truth is, let's talk about it. Because there is no way in hell, okay, that they would even award Cardi B to me that kind of money if they didn't feel like Tasha K has potential at what? Getting that kind of money. It just is what it is. Like, you know, Um, yeah, no, truth is. And I wouldn't necessarily say I think Tasha K has won against Cardi B, but I can honestly say in my heart I feel like Tasha K has won at life. Does that make sense? Like now, truth is, can't ain't nobody finna tell me no different. You know what I'm saying? Like no, Tasha made herself a household name. It just is what it is. Like I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? What they say about her. That lady is she different? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not like Two Chainz said. Tasha K kind of different. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She coming kind of different. You don't really see people do it like Tasha. You know what I'm saying? Every day. It is what it is. As far as YouTube goes, she kind of really got herself up out of there. You know what I'm saying? She kind of really got up and got herself up out of YouTube, a little bit. Like she still be on YouTube, but I don't feel like Tasha K has to be on YouTube. Like I don't like comparing her to Wendy Williams because Wendy Williams is Wendy Williams. You understand me? But Tasha K is another bad girl, period. And she gonna go down in history as such. They could say what they want to say about her. Yeah, come on now. Let's talk about it. You know? And like to me, that's something to be applauded. She comes from nothing. She comes from nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing like that, but she tells you herself that she comes from um very humble beginnings. You know? Um so to me, for me, as somebody who look like that, I'm gonna always clap for Tasha K. Period. It just is what it is because like yeah, that's something to clap for. That's something to admire. Admire. God damn it. We ain't talking about people that's born with no silver spoons. You know? Nah, we talking about people who wasn't really supposed to, but they did. She ain't no different from anybody else from our community that did something with themselves. It don't matter how much you may or may not like them, and that goes for shit, Armand too. That goes for uh who else? Jason Lee. Yeah, now let's talk about it. Shit, if I'm, if I'm a, if I'm giving cards tonight. Period. I'm giving people their flowers. Jason Lee is another one who got up and got himself up out of there. It just is what it is. Jason Lee don't come from nothing. I mean, Jason Lee don't come from a rich family. He comes from, he got a story on him. We all got stories. And I just feel like there's something to be applauded. Like me, shoot, for me to go from not having much, yeah, to millions, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? How I got up and got myself up out of there too. Shoot. Like, man, come on. Like, that's worth talking about. You understand me? That's worth clapping for. I'm clapping for I clap for everybody, that look like that. If I'm being real, y'all, I just got to keep it all the way real, on that note. But, like, yes, y'all, I'm sorry I went off. I kind of went off the deep end, but it just is what it is. Shout out to me. Shout out to that. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm just going to always take it a step further. Yeah, especially because, like, that's what I like about doing this, right? That's what I like about doing this, and that's why when I see people putting up mics, I don't never be like, ugh, another podcast. I don't never be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got something to say. Yeah, now truth is, and I know I'm saying something different from what other people is saying, you know? So it just is what it is. Um but child, yes, and the truth is, I said that to say I do feel like some of these people, like Tasha K, you know, because her brand is so messy. I feel like she don't get the flowers that she deserves sometimes. And I'm like, no, don't do people like that because remember, y'all didn't never want to give Wendy Williams her flowers until she was gone and off the air. Yeah, now let's talk about it. Like nobody wanted to give Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams never received as much love as she been receiving right now. Child, people treated Wendy Williams like she was a villain and couldn't stand her. Her job, none of what she did. People didn't to me appreciate her until she was off the air. Hit the like button, and that's crazy to me. But child, it is what it is. Anyway, um, like I was saying, Pooper Stars, I didn't know I was so ahead of the game like that with the house thing. Cause evidently I got online today and everybody is talking about uh the house thing with Tasha K. And I don't even know when I talked to y'all about that because I go live so damn much. I don't even know, child. But I know we talked about it. Remember, I was telling y'all that a lady on YouTube then started her GoFundMe. I guess to me, it seems like I watch her content, but I ain't been watching her content about Tasha K. But it seems like she kind of beefing with Tasha K a little bit or being messy towards Tasha K a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and she being funny. You know what I'm saying? I think she was being funny when she started a GoFundMe talking about help me buy Tasha K house. But I don't think she was being funny when she said or help me buy a house. Period. No, I do think she is uh what's it called? Uh you know lightweight, low key begging. You know what I'm saying? Using her platform to beg. you know, yeah, it just is what it is. But listen, I will say this. I kind of like when people can use their platforms to beg. Does that make sense? Just a little bit, I do. I think that's the only time begging is appropriate, if I'm being real. Other than that, stop it, cut it out, knock it off. I don't like that. Like, go find you a side hustle or something. You got to do something, but you can't sit around and hustle me all the time. That's weird, you know. But people ask for donations all the time. They do certain stuff all the time to bring extra money into their businesses. And like, for that, with that, I don't see nothing wrong. I just, that's the only time that it's kind of appropriate. But truth is, I can tell y'all right now, Shay Renee ain't gonna never start no go fund. I ain't gonna never start no GoFundMe for no house. Okay, Miss Preston girl. Truth is, I'm just not doing that. I don't know who need to hear it. But I'm just not doing that. But to each his own. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for all the judgy stuff. I'm just telling y'all that it ain't no chance in hell I'm gonna do that. You know. But again, I ain't knocking nobody for doing it. And that's what I was trying to tell y'all. I was like, yeah, the lady is her and other people. Tasha K got people starting to go fund me, child. So it is what it is, child. Let them start to go fund me. Go fund me. I ain't got nothing to say about it. Especially nobody like Tasha K. Tasha K is in so much debt. Tasha K is in so much debt. And she got all these people that say they love her, whatnot, whatnot. Just, I mean, do it. Because, yeah, shit, not like Kaya said, do it nah, do it good, period. Do your thing. It is what it is. Who am I to say, Tasha, don't take these hard-earned people money? You know what I'm saying, man? These people got money. Yeah, now let's talk about it. These people got money. Do y'all not be hearing this bad baby? That's a good name for her. That's a damn good baby. That's a damn good name for her. You know what I'm saying? Cause no, her ass was bad in a different type of way. Yeah, no, truth is, she was bad as hell. Okay, but do y'all be listening to her? How much money she be saying she made over there on the other platform? Like, man, please stop. Get out of here. These folks got money. Child, these folks got money. Okay? Period. Every other day they fundraising for people to get cars, houses, boats, and yachts. Like, no. Who am I to say don't go begging? It just is what it is. Begging ain't necessarily my thing. Yeah. But I can't tell y'all if I didn't have a business where I could ask for donations, that I wouldn't ask for donations. Like, I see people do it all the time on YouTube. Shoot, I be seeing content creators on YouTube. They be like, "Oh, y'all ain't giving up no money. Oh, we ain't talking about nothing." Like, yeah, like, it's not a game out here. People be getting paid. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like, even though it's not something that you would do, it's just like, yeah. Hey, as long as it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I hold my purse tight. No, truth is, like, everybody want my money. Not this money. Nah, you got to fight me for that. Yeah, nah, truth is, you got to fight me for that, baby. Yeah, nah, nah, no, 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 like LaWine said. But anyway, let's continue, y'all. Mm-hmm. Truth is, like Fantastic said, I ain't going. Oh, no, 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 no. I be telling my kids all the time, because my kids be, I'm gonna eat through all the money. You can't be like that. I'm sorry to be like that with my kids, but I be trying to teach my kids early because, like, that's how I am. You know, like, that's how I live my life. I be like, nope, I don't need that. I don't need that. You get the fuck on and you get the fuck on too. It's like everybody be wanting some money, you know? And I be like, no, like, shit, no. I don't want to do that. You know, even certain stuff, people be like, let's take a trip. Oh, what, is it all paid? You paying for it? If you paying for it, then I'm there. If I gotta pay $1, why in the fuck is we talking about that? Like, for real, what we talking about that for? Because, like, no, you spend your money on what you like to spend your money on, and you can't count mine up for me. And don't invite me to stuff that got to do with that. And I take it a step further. My time is just as precious as my money too. So quit inviting me to stuff too. How about that? Cause I be too busy. I don't have time. I don't. I love y'all to death, but I know y'all gonna party, party, party without me. I know y'all are. Y'all gonna party like some rock stars each and every time. And I ain't gonna be able to be there each and every time because y'all know I'm the Beyonce of the family anyway. And y'all know Beyonce family don't see her like that. Quit playing. Y'all need y'all to quit playing with me. Okay. Period. Y'all know the only person that see Beyonce like that is Tina. So shout out to that. Yes. I ain't trying to, man, I'm trying to work, 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 work. Like Rihanna said, that's what I like to do. You know, that's what I like to do. So that's what I want to do. That's what I'm on. Like, if you want to come see me, come out to my job site, damn it. Yeah, you know, if you can get through all this security and whatnot, you know, yeah, now it is. Now it is what it is, baby. Yeah, now you gonna need clearance, and I ain't talking about at the store, okay? So shout out to that. In a minute, yeah, shout out to that. I said just in a whole minute. Oh yeah, I see it. I said I see it for myself, boo boo. I don't know about y'all, but what? What? Yeah, because I don't know who I'm talking to. I just know my pooper stars. I know they do. But like, yeah, this I might have some newbies on here. Hey newbie. Hey newbie. Hey newbie. Shout out to that. Shout out to you. Hit the like button. Yeah, now scoot up, hit the like button, get comfortable. Okay? Get comfortable. You're gonna have a funky good time here, I promise you. So shout out to that. Cause see, I got a little bit of this and I got a little bit of that. I do a little bit of this and I do a little bit of that. I do a little of this and I do a little of that. And you're gonna either get with this or you gonna be able to get with that. Okay. Period. So shout out to that. I'm telling you each and every time. I said just each and every time. But anyway, uh child, let's continue, child, cause y'all know I will play with y'all. Before I know it, it'll be all night long, like the song said. Um, what was I telling y'all? Child, I forgot what I was telling y'all. Oh yeah, I'm tired. I was telling y'all it's big shit popping and little shit stopping. Period. Y'all know that, but y'all already know that. Like yeah, y'all, but y'all already know that. But what else is going on? Child, it's a lot going on these internet streets. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, DL Whisper he locked up and they won't let him out. And I feel sorry, so sorry for him. But I feel sorry for feeling sorry for him because I don't know the situation like that. But like I said, all I see him do is ride by. Yeah, he didn't ride by. I mean, but it is what it is. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that. I listen again. I don't like speaking on it, but I will say this: he locked up, and they ain't trying to give him no bond. Now, I know where I'm from, around here, he would have been out, I feel like. Yeah, now truth is, because this, like, I think where I'm from, how it work is, like, but I don't know how serious his case is, but for real, like, if it's, like, some bullshit, for real, they would have been like, yeah, they would have asked T.S. Madison, are you afraid? Are you afraid of him? And if T.S. Madison would have said yes, then he wouldn't have been able to get personal bond, which personal bond is where you get out for $20, but you gotta go back to court and do all of this other stuff too. You gotta agree to. But that's personal bond, PR bond, where I'm from, is a $20 bond. Okay. And when your case ain't bad, most people can make personal bond. But anytime that there is a Vic. That's why I'm gonna call it right now, because I don't know if you can say that on YouTube. But anytime there is a Vic in your case, they're gonna call the Vic and they're gonna be like, "Are you scared of this person?" If the Vic say no, I'm not, then they're gonna let you out on PR bond. If the Vic say yes, I am, then they're not gonna let you out on PR bond. But then you'll have to contact an attorney and bond out that way. Does that make sense? But why he ain't getting out and like no bond? They holding him. Child, he did that shit in the wrong place. Yeah, nah, truth is, that's what it's looking like. It's giving wrong place, wrong people, like wrong county, you know. Ooh, child. It just is what it is. Like the man said, I'm in society. You done fucked up this time. you know, and it's sad too because it's crazy how like some counties is like that. You know, some counties is definitely like that. Like I talk that talk, but like yeah, I'm talking about the county. Mm-mm. The county that I'm in. But that county shit matters. Yeah, no, truth is that county shit is gonna matter each and every time. I said it's just gonna matter each and every time. So, I feel like that's what's going on with him. Like, yeah. I think he just did that shit in the wrong place. And he should have just really, really thought about it. Because like I said, that county shit matter. It do. So anyway, shout out to that story. And let's continue. What else is going on in these internet streets, shy? So, Dwight. Child, first of all, I'm thirsty. So I'm definitely gonna take a break in a minute. Yeah, nah, truth is, I'm gonna take a fucking break, y'all. I am. No, 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 shit. Um, Dwight. Oh, not y'all calling Dwight Johnson's. Y'all is something else. It's so funny. It's funny, but it's not. Because y'all know how I am. Yeah, y'all know I'm always feeling sad for somebody. And I'm like, oh my God. But what if he got a problem, y'all? That's sad. Like, y'all dragging the man by these dreads. I said first the Lakers, now y'all. Because, like, that's crazy. Dwight Howard retired. I say, the hell? I said, excuse me? I said, the fuck? I don't really understand the words that are coming out of y'all mouth. Like, I thought this man been retired. Child. The Lakers seen that video and said, Dwight, there ain't a chance in hell. I guess. Somebody said, listen, somebody made a phone call. I'm just saying, it seems like somebody made a phone call. Because the timing was off. Shit, how the hell she done held up, what's it called, it's by the pound. I got Bobby by the, Whitney by the. Pimp C is crazy. Oh, Pimp C is crazy for this song. Oh shit. Child. She did threw up the balls. She did. Man, whole career gone up in smoke. Like everything just gone up in flames. Like right before Dwight, I said, that ain't funny, but like, you know you done fucked up, don't you? Child, Dwight is hot. Oh, he is hot. He didn't serve that lady them papers. And you know what I was thinking about too? The lady is still trying to look out for Dwight because when you think about it, that's why she showed that she was trying to look give him an out. She trying to say like this man is, yeah. She trying to say he ain't, in his right mind and he don't even wanna, child. Dwight is like all he know is child, considering that big old bag he had and these dreadlocks in his head, probably right at this point, probably baby, he probably think he Rick James and shit. Yeah, no, truth is, his ass probably running around saying soup freaking his head all day long. Ain't really too much thought about the severity of everything he have going on, and now his baby mama is speaking out, and I'm just like, well, dang, I'm like, well, hold on, I got. Well, shit. Now I got more questions. Yeah. Now I'm left with more questions than answers once again. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Truth is, because I noticed Dwight is a very Howard is a very private person for the most part. Like don't nobody be knowing his business but the people in Atlanta. Now the locals in Atlanta be knowing his business, so that's that. But other than that, he's private, right? Because the locals in Atlanta don't be just running and telling everything, screaming to the mountaintop what Dwight be doing down there. So he really, be kind of getting away with stuff. But Dwight's problem is, if you ask me, you cannot be a private person and have all them goddamn kids, by all them different women, And it just is what it is. It be his baby mamas every time. Yeah. No, truth is, it be the baby mamas every time. And what I notice about Dwight is he likes to have his kids living with him. Y'all make sure I have to like what? Y'all scoot up, hit the like button. Listen to this, y'all. Um, I appreciate that. That's so cute, so sweet. But listen to this. The white like to have his kids living with him, which hey, it's not a bad thing. But I'm like, what? Like, is that because he's a good dad, and he wish if that's how he wish it is, wish it was? Or I'm not insinuating nothing bad from it. I'm just saying that I noticed that that's something that I picked up on because he does. I think at some point he had Royce's son living with him. You know, and then I think he's had a daughter, living with him for quite some time. But contrary to my belief, I thought because Dwight Howard has a one of his child's mother is no longer with us. I don't know what happened to her, but she not no longer with us. And so I thought that the daughter could possibly belong to her. Because remember Amy said his daughter was removed from them. CPS took her. Well, his daughter mother is alive still though. And she put out this big old long statement today. Um talking about the situation with Dwight Howard. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all there? Child, she put out this long statement today, um, saying that on the 18th she went to have lunch with her daughter, as the last few weeks have been extremely exhausting for a 15-year-old girl who simply wants to feel safe, heard, and close to her mother. She says the photo was taken by a faculty member at the new school my daughter just started attending, which is conveniently where Dwight Howard attended from K to 12th grade. This strategic move to out of nowhere enroll my baby in the exact same school that her father graduated from was another attempt to silence her. When my daughter found the courage to speak up about her emotional distress, her sadness and loneliness, and feeling, neglected to her school counselors and coaches at her original high school instead of being supported, her father immediately ripped her out of school and changed her phone number. She then spoke up to her sport coaches and was immediately removed from her volleyball and basketball team by her father. Her cell phone was taken away weeks ago in an attempt to disconnect her communication. When a child cries out for help, they deserve to be protected, not dismissed and hidden. What led to unfortunate situations on 3/5/26 was not random. It was a result of a child reaching her breaking point. I now know that this photo was calculated to give a false and fake happy family narrative. It was a picture of the little girl, and somebody else in Dwight. I've been silent for years, stayed out of the blogs and away from the noise. Not because I didn't have something to say, but because I was focused on protecting my child. Made out to be a liar when all I ever was is a mom that knew her daughter was in danger. But today I say this. My daughter spoke up. My daughter cried out for help. She stood in her truth, backed by a significant affidavit where Layla said herself she feels unsafe and wants to live with her mother. Money and connections has got a lot of things swept under the rug, but my daughter is not a thing. She's a 15-year-old with feelings, not a basketball game that you can just win. Baby girl, mommy will always fight for your voice to be heard. Thank you, Amy, for your cries inside that house of horrors and not turn a blind eye. I'm not too proud to say I need help. I don't know where to turn. Please send the resources and referrals. Girl, child, I automatically thought of Tony Busby. Tony Busby, this sounds like this is all you, buddy. I wonder what he had. He went so quiet. Mm. But this sounds like something only Tony Busby can really handle like that, and that's crazy. And it's also crazy that Tony Busby is the only lawyer out of all of these years whose name I can even name for something like that, child. That speaks volumes. But I believe it. I always believed it. What's not to believe? Like, this is the thing. You know, when people say stuff like, why don't you just call the police, or why don't they just call the police, I don't necessarily like be quick to be like, oh God, they so stupid, I just you just can't judge people or fault people for not knowing, not knowing what they don't know. But at the end of the day, when you're dealing with rich and wealthy, successful people, calling the police don't really do nothing. Hell, I take it a step further. Sometimes you can call the police on a regular person and nothing happens. Did you know that? Have you ever saw that happen? Child, yeah. I did. I saw that happen today with my own two eyes, watching Cops. Yeah, no, truth is, was I watching Cops? I was watching something where I might have been on my phone. Child, people do stuff and get away with crazy stuff all the time. Like, some people in Chicago had broken a lady house. Broken a lady house. And she was saying she wanted them trespassed. And I don't know if the police trespassed them. Child, but they was looking like they was finna run right down to the bus stop and go to sleep. Go back to sleep or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people's like, they should have went to jail. Like, in what world can people just break in your house, lay up in your bed, you come up in there, it's one person on your couch and two people in your bed, and ain't none of them going to jail. She came in with the police. Like, that was crazy to me. But like, we live in that kind of world where like everything don't, you know, get immediately taken care of. One, and then like people with money, shoot, be having that on their side. Shit. It just is what it is. People with money, or even sometimes they don't even have to have money. Sometimes they just all they have to do is just have the rights. Like, yeah, like they don't look like that. People that don't look like that sometimes too, get away with lots of stuff that like is different for certain people, if that makes sense, you know. But like, yes, no, like they don't even. To me, the traditional system, and all of that is different for them. You know, so Ja, I mean, it's just like what is so when you're equipped with that information, right? Then you can go in and looking like, okay, well then, yeah, what's not to believe? Yeah, this is why, he been having it his way all this time, It just is what it is. And I'll take it a step further, especially y'all, because people with money, they be doing I know I hate that I keep saying that. Let me just say, but like, no, for real. Somebody like Dwight Howard. Let's say that. Let's say it like that. Period. Dwight Howard has like, he's from Atlanta. Period. He's from Atlanta. He didn't play for the Hawks, and he didn't lived in Atlanta all his life. With that being said, Dwight probably has done so much for the city of Atlanta that like he kind of so good down there in a certain, if that makes sense. Like, it just is what it is. When it's time for them people to be elected and all of that, he probably be donating. He probably donates to all types of stuff, churches, the white probably literally, if he's smart, for real, if he's smart, he probably know judges and all of that type of stuff. Because when when you are as into it as the white is, like, yeah, you supposed to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? To me, you supposed to have all of that. Let all of that work in your favor. It just is what it is. You can't be just, around and think people gonna look out for you, if that makes sense. But I think that, honestly, I think that they be looking out for people, you know and so, like, yeah, they able to make things happen. It just is what it is. And I definitely believe Royce all of these years. So if you believe Royce, then you can believe this new story. Like, what's not to believe? Like, everybody talks about Dwight like it's been something going on with Dwight. And if I'm being real, him being out of basketball might be a gift and a curse for Dwight a little bit. Him being out of basketball might be a gift because, um, he just ain't got to do it no more. But the curse part might be, shoot, it took away his focus, and now he just don't have, and now he probably just have too much time on his hands. you know, way too much time. So if he really do be, you know, doing his thing on that Johnson and Johnson's powder, baby powder, then maybe, just maybe, uh, it got out of hand. After basketball, I can see that happening to him. And hold on. That's another thing I say when I say a gift and a curse. The fact that he not playing basketball right now, that's good. That all of this is happening while he not playing basketball. I know he happy as hell. Cause I feel like this is the type of stuff that he ducked and dodged his whole career. And believe it or not, y'all, they be making stories go away. They be paying to have, stuff go away. Um, Stuff be happening. We've been hearing about Dwight throughout the years, but what be happening is the story be so old, we'll forget. We'll forget, and it'll be taken off the internet. You know, just like it used to be a picture of Dwight in a dress on the internet. It ain't on there no more. It's gone. But it was one. It was. It used to be a picture of Dwight with a dress on the internet. When you search for it, last time I searched for it, I couldn't find it. I'm trying. They took that off the internet. He had it, sponged, deleted, swept, child, however you want to say it, but it was gone, child. And he ain't the only one. So his B's baby mama is coming for him too. I said, dang, it's crazy. They said, man, I said anybody can get it right now. It ain't just that, child, it's a lot going on. I gotta find that. Swiss Beats baby mama, she said he doing something too. Now, Swiss Beats baby mama is complaining about him being just an unfit parent, basically, just letting his child do whatever. And the latest thing I heard is, she said he a good child. I don't even know if you can say that word here, but basically like took the baby, took the to the daughter. I think she grown now. I think she grown. But I think she been living with her daddy and Alicia. But I gotta get the scoop on that, y'all. I'm starting to get a little sleepy, but I gotta get the scoop on that before we talk about it. But like, I don't know. If I'm being real, Swiss Beats and Alicia, they like they so stale to me. Does that make sense? They stale. I can't explain it, but like, they are like, I listen. I like them. I like him. It is what it is. I like him. I like Swiss Beats. I like his music. I like Swizzy. It is what it is. I don't have nothing bad, too much bad to say about Swiss Beats. I don't have too much bad to say about Alicia Keys either. But I just feel like they've been out the scene so long that they tea is stale to me, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, it just don't hit like that, if I'm being real, to me. Um, but yeah, if whatever, if they got something going on with his daughter, and then I wish her well, and I do wish the situation well, but I don't have enough information to speak on it. But I will say this though, I got a clip of what's his name? I'm finna call him ass with these finesse 2 times responding to Jay Prince Jr. Because y'all know Jay Prince Jr. He finally then responded to finesse after letting finesse crash for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Now that's crazy to me. Like that, ooh, it ain't nothing worse, you know. But ooh, I can honestly say I'm the boy. I'ma let that rock. Yeah, now truth is I'ma go ahead and let that rock. But like, yeah, now, it's crazy. I can see how somebody will want to crash out after that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like sending somebody a whole paragraph and they send you back one sentence. That's what that's like. Because Finesse, y'all know how Finesse been doing, man. Finesse been losing his mind on the internet. And now about a month later, maybe even 2 months later. Yeah, no. He done left for this time come and go. Barilla is the new thing. Probably 3 months later, Jay Prince Jr. gonna respond to that. Ain't nothing worse than a hurt man that blew $1 million and now it's everybody else's fault why he can't get it back. Or whatever he said. He said something like that, y'all. Oh Lord, and this is what Finesse had to say. I'm like, Finesse, man, be quiet. If you ain't got nothing to say, they used to say if you ain't got nothing nice to say, be quiet. But I would say it like this: if you ain't got nothing better to say, then be your ass quiet. This is what Finesse gonna say.
In the business, you're gonna win in the courts, of course, and you know that. Your pops raised you to know that. That's what I'm saying, nigga. My pops didn't raise me to know that, nigga. My dad didn't have no business sense, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You come from a bloodline of thinkers and shit, nigga. I come from a bloodline of niggas that don't know how to think. Niggas that don't know how to done spell. Give me a chance, my nigga. That's all I'm saying, my nigga.
Yeah, I didn't know he said the nigga word that many times. Like, yeah, he was going in. God damn, nigga. I could run my own shit in the ground like that if I wanted to. God damn. Yeah, now the truth is I would have never played that shit if I knew he was going that fucking hard, y'all. He went harder to play like Walker Flock ass said. Oh, what I.
You see it.
But anyway, that's what I get for that. Oh, hold on, hold
Like,
on. Oh my God. My kids. I ain't had this iPad in forever. Hold on. It clicks of academics yelling that shit. But anyway, child, that's what Finesse had to say. He was using the N word so many times to me though. Damn. He was. I wish he learned how to talk, but he just sounds so crazy to me saying yes, finesse. Yes. Yes, they probably would beat you in court because they got you to sign that bogus contract. It just is what it is, but that don't mean don't take them to court. You never know what might happen. You probably can beat them fair and square. You could probably beat them some kind of way. You gotta let to me the judge see if they messed over you any kind of way. But stop talking like that. He ain't that smart like that. Somebody his daddy is a thinker and all of that. They alright, but now the truth is Jay Prince just got the recipe and he handed it down to his son. Shoot. You didn't like what y'all thought Zero was talking about back in the day. Y'all didn't listen to nothing Zero said. Like Zero basically told y'all like they been strong arming people. Allegedly. Like the hell? Scarface too. Didn't Scarface have some issues with rap a lot? I'm just saying, like, and the sad thing about it is it'll be another finesse. Yeah, no, truth is, in a year or two, it'll be somebody else, a new finesse. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's so crazy how history repeats itself. And it's so crazy how people just sign up to be Vicks. Like literally. But I it's not surprising because money. Money is the root child. It make people do crazy, crazy things. And that's one thing that Diddy said a long time ago, and he wasn't lying, he was not lying. And it's been like that since the beginning of time. Um, Crazy too. Like, y'all know another thing I just saw? Man, I just seen um on the news, it's even where I'm from too, that some people literally just tore down these people's house for no reason besides the fact that the lady was deceased. I mean, she was unalived. She not here no more. And she haven't been here for a long time. And she owed a little bit of taxes on her property. But it don't matter what nobody tripping with her about owing the little money. Her house wasn't under foreclosure or none of that. Tell me why somebody just took it up on themselves. They just seen a old ugly house that they knew owed a little money on it, and just started like telling the people that they owed money and they was finna have to move. So they said the brother just moved out. Well, damn fool he was. The people tore the house down, and now they finna have to fight for their mama property because the people didn't build a duplex on it. And the news went to work. Shout out to the news, baby. The news was not playing with them. The news went to work. They did all the research, and basically they just got done wrong. And the lawyer was like, yeah, it happens all the time just because people don't fight. I said, man, Lord, I pray them people fight for their mama property for real. Cause like, man, if it was me, they would have had the right one, baby, like Ray Charles said. Cause the very first thing I would have asked they built a duplex, a and a B. The very first thing I would have asked the attorney is, can I have it demolished? Cause I would have had it demolished just like they had my mama shit demolished. Fuck you mean? Like, nah, this shit ain't finna sit up here while we figure it out either. It's not. Shoot, cause that's crazy. But I wanted to tell y'all that story when I was talking about damn, it was another story that I had told y'all. Uh yeah, when I was saying y'all, people be like, why you just don't call the police? Man, people get away with all kinds of crazy stuff out here. For real. Like, y'all should know. Sure. Have you ever been done wrong before? You know? Shoot, most people have. Most people have had something done to them that was crazy. You know? And it shouldn't have never happened. Shoot. Yeah. But it wasn't nothing they could do about it. Because people was like, well, that's just the way it is. Shoot, I done been done wrong so many times. It's ridiculous, y'all. For real. To the point where I started saying, man, I can't wait till I get me some money because I'm damn sure gonna start like having me a lawyer like look into stuff because I get tired of that. I do. I get tired of having the short end of the stick, and I be being left with the short end of the stick. I be like, no, I'm gonna start, applying some pressure to that ass. And I mean that though. And that I do mean. You know what I'm saying? Truth is, it just is what it is. But like you got some people who still can't, like Royce. I'm sure Royce did what she could throughout the years, but it wasn't nothing compared to what Dwight had going on. So to me, Royce used to cave all the time. And if you ask me to, Royce also used to seem like a lot of stuff Royce did didn't make sense, if that makes sense. Like when she tell her story about when she was living at the White House because he wanted all of them there as a family. But then she started seeing all this weird stuff and all of that. Royce, what the hell was you doing at the White House? Because that was after he had drugged you through the mud. Like, that was after all the bad stuff. So, like, let's talk about it. Like, why was you around your baby daddy at that point? Like, I don't remember if she said why she was or not. But if I didn't know nobody, it seemed like Royce might have said they was trying to get back together or something. Like, that's what it gives. Like, Royce don't be doing what she want to do. Sometimes she be coming off like, I know he a horrible person, but he got some money and I need some. You know, like that's how she came off. Cause it still didn't make no sense why she was around him, living at his house, able to see whatever he had going on, living in his guest house. I mean, what was going on? Was you broke and you and Braylon didn't have nowhere to go and you asked your baby daddy for a place to stay? I mean, like, I missed the part why she was there, but I could have sworn it was like, I don't know if one of his baby mamas, I think his baby mama might have just passed away. And I don't know. I think he wanted all of them around or something. I forgot the story Royce told. But yeah, nah, Royce come off like if Dwight will give her money, it won't fix everything they been through, but like it could make it better. You know what I'm saying? And at least shut her mouth a little bit. So I don't know why Dwight never broke bread with Royce. Dwight just he really comes off as really, really stingy and really, really tight or something. Cause like, yeah, nah. It makes no sense. Out of all people, Royce, I don't know why, but she comes off like she plays both sides a little bit, Um, cause she never came off like, okay, this man is trying to ruin my life. I can't stand him. I wish me and my kid didn't never have to deal with him. If it wasn't for the courts, he wouldn't even be around Braylon. Like, no, she came off like that sometimes, but she also came off like, oh, but that's my baby daddy. And if we can get along, I want to get along for him because I want him to be in Braylon's life. And no, she also came off like she wanted him around. You know what I'm saying? She wanted him around. She wanted whatever she could get, whatever benefits came with him, even if it was just beneficial to her son. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're Dwight Howard's son. I want you to benefit from that. I want you to look like you Dwight Howard's son. Shit, I want you to be taken care of like you Dwight Howard's son. I don't want you to be just out here looking like womp because all we making it on is my money and you the White House son. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Royce always seemed like she stuck around for with Howard for again who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stand you. I can't stand none of the stuff you did to me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you're still beneficial. It just is what it is. Shit, all of them, all of them. Shit, even his wife. His wife, trust me, she seen some shit way long before she went down the aisle. It just is what it is. So, yeah, now if you ask me, um, Howard got himself caught up trying to have all them kids and have all them women. Shit, and especially have all them kids. Why do you got your daughter living with you if she don't want to live with you? Is it child support for real? Like, please don't tell me you one of them. Because y'all know some men will have that. Some men want the baby so they don't have to pay child support. You know. Shoot, it just is what it is. Some men Don't be wanting to give the women a quarter, a penny, a nickel, a dime to help out with their baby. I done saw it in real time. Real time. You know what I'm saying? And several times at that. Like that's the new I don't want to pay child support. You know what I'm saying? Just jump up and down in court and see if you can force joint custody or full. Child, that's what they be doing. And you know, Dwight, he probably be doing that. Shit. He probably do be doing that. And now it done bit him in his ass. Yeah, nah, truth is he bit him in his ass. Cause he didn't got his daughter removed. Well, I won't say it like that, but the daughter has been removed from his home. The wife freaking out online, showing the stash. And I bet you how much money you want to bet Dwight like F everybody. Child. The white probably ain't. I could tell you right now. The white probably don't want to cooperate with CPS. The white probably do not want to cooperate with CPS like that. And I can tell you one thing, another thing too. But you just never know. It depends on how bad he don't want that little girl to go back with the mama, or go with her mama. You know, like that's what it's gonna boil down to. But like, child, I'm gonna tell you like this: Dwight probably mad as heck, you know, at his baby. Shoot, who wouldn't be? You know what I'm saying? Shit, who wouldn't be? I feel like even the worst parent would be mad. Worst parent, best parent, shit, it wouldn't matter. Any parent would be, you know, a little you know, effed up about that. You know, it just is what it is, child. But uh man, maybe she tried telling him, you know. Maybe she tried telling him. But I could see him being like, man, F that. Shoot. He probably pissed. He probably mad at her. It just is what it is. So remember when Amy was saying he ain't went to go visit? Child, that's probably why. Another thing too, you know, he probably ready to do what he always do. You know, let them big powerhouse attorneys handle everything, you know. Um, but if they do it the way it's supposed to go for real, probably I don't know if Howard gonna do everything it takes to get her back and stuff, you know, because she was removed, and I don't know how that worked. But it just seems like uh to remove a kid, it's kind of like a lot. Y'all know I watch Cops. I say I watch Cops all the time. I tell y'all that, but I ain't been watching it like that. Nah, for real. I've been really um freezing up on that shit, Isha. For real. Remember when Janet Jackson told her that on Poetic Justice? Say you gotta freeze up on that shit, Isha. Yeah, I've been really freezing up on that shit. Lately I ain't been watching it like I used to, but I still watch it from time to time. And yeah, now I be watching it, and you know they don't really be wanting to take people kids. You gotta really, you know, you gotta really do something for real. For the most part, They be like, you can't call nobody, you know what I'm saying? And they don't be trying to take people kids like that. And so I feel like it kind of, I feel like it takes a lot for them to make the decision to take them. And I ain't gonna say all the time. I'm not gonna say that because every situation is different. But sometimes it seems like it does. So with that being said, um, it seems like it take a lot to get them back too sometimes. Shit. So it is what it is. But shout out to the baby mama who, uh, I mean, she gave a shout out to Amy. Shoot, she basically said Amy was a real one for what she did. It is what it is, and I ain't gonna lie. It did look like Amy put her life on the line for it, but at the same time, what Royce was saying kind of seemed true too, because y'all know Royce was like, yeah, but Amy wasn't gonna say Royce crazy. Royce was like, yeah, but Amy wasn't gonna say nothing until she got lied on, which is crazy. Like, what was the lie? Like, what was the lie, Amy? But I let Amy make it with that. But she should have told us what the lie was. Y'all know how I am. Don't come telling half the story. Come telling it all. Shit. But I understand, you know what I'm saying? She can't. In that situation, she couldn't dare tell us everything that was going on in her house. Or I'll take it a step further. What she can't say what that little girl was saying. I mean, that would be weird. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about everything I had to say, and I will get with y'all. Later. I had a funky good time with y'all, but I just started getting ready to clean up, y'all, because yes, no, I can't. I don't know, I can't. I done seen something that I ain't feeling. Gonna have to sweep real quick. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to sweep real quick. I gotta do something, y'all. I'm not the type of person. Y'all know how people be having their closets did? I'm not the type of person that wants that. I promise y'all, I don't. That don't move me like that. Now, what I do like is, I like when people be looking like they got like a love. I don't know what it's called, but it be looking like a little island or something like that in a closet. Now I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I don't know why I love that, but I do. I love that a lot. You know what I'm saying? It just gives like somewhere to like sit stuff, and I don't know. And it also gives like, you in a big ass closet if it can have a island in the middle of it. Now I do like that. But like, y'all know how people be having all their heels in the back and all their purses at the top. I don't like that. I mean, I'm not saying I mean, hold on. I take that back. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like I don't want that. I don't. I don't want that. But I will say this. I mean, I have never wanted that. Like that don't move me like I said. It don't. It's cute, but it don't move me like that. And it could be because I'm just not into heels like that. And I'm not into shoes like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Like, I got money. I could have heels. I'm not into them like that. You know what I'm saying? I do have heels. I don't know why I'm talking like I don't own any. I have heels, but I don't have heels where like I would have like 20 pair. I don't, in other words, that's not the setup for me. I don't need that, but y'all, I do be needing somewhere to put my shoes. Now, anyway, speaking of my shoes, let me tell y'all something. I showed y'all my Vans earlier. Hold on, let me get a view of my shoes. Cause they right here. They right here, damn it. Let me see. These right here. These my Vans. And I love my motherfucking Vans. I wanna be a van. Yeah. Shout out to that. But let me tell y'all a story. Funny little quick story, funny time. Oh, quick funny story time. So my babe, unbeknownst to me, my babe just so happened to catch me showing my Vans, and my babe was saying, "I don't like them shoes." You know what I'm saying? You don't like my shoes. And I'm like, first of all, why are you telling me that? You know what I'm saying? Because I hate when you tell me you don't like something. Because when you tell me you don't like something, then all of a sudden I don't like it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like that. But secondly, I'm like, why you don't like my Vans? Because I love my Vans. First of all, I love my Vans. Second of all, what is there to not like about them? He gonna tell me he was just playing. But I don't know, y'all. I don't think he was just playing. But I will say this. Child, my Vans ain't even that old. I ain't even got to begin to put no wear and tear on them. They are not that old. I love them, and I don't wear them that much. I just now starting to get a good wear in them. Just now, like in February. Oh yeah, and when he got home, he had to hear all of that, everything I'm telling y'all right now. Like I've been having them, but I just now started wearing them, if that makes sense. And so, I mean, like really, really wearing them. They my go-to shoe now. You know what I'm saying? I like to put them on because I like to wear them without no socks. And I just like to go. Now I got some old Vans that are slip-on, and I love my slip-ons. And like those basically replace my slip-ons. But my slip-ons is old. I done did my thing with them. I still wear them, but I didn't got my wear and tear out of them. But them right there, I told my baby, basically he gonna have to raise up. Period. About my Vans. But anyway, it's getting to the point where I don't be having nowhere to put my shoes like that. That's my biggest thing. I'm not a, I'm not a keep my shoebox kind of girly like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, even though I do have some shoe boxes, but still, I don't. I got a lot of shoes that are not in shoe boxes. And so, yeah, I was just looking at them all over the damn place, and that's my dilemma right now. Because when I move, I don't know what I'm going to do about that or what I'm going to do with that. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they got the cubbies for the shoes? I don't really want that. So I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. Yeah, no, truth is, I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. But anyway, I know right now I'm about to sweep my closet because It was irritating. It was irritating me, but I just gotta sweep this out one time for one time. Now hold on, I think my son with the broom. Oh God, it's 1:29 in the morning. Why it ain't where it's supposed to be at? Yes, child. I be up. I be up doing stuff. This is exactly why I just want a designated area. Like they give you at work the smoking. I just want a designated area because I wouldn't be having all of this going on. I can tell you that right now. If I had a designated area, baby, I would just be like, okay, bye, y'all. Lights out. You understand what I'm saying? But like, nah. I be here. The fact that I be here, there, everywhere now. I'm always doing something. I be live with y'all, and all of a sudden I just start sweeping, or getting something out the dryer, or washing dishes, or making a snack. You know, which it's not all bad, but it ain't necessarily the way I want it. You know what I'm saying? When we kick in, we go live. Man, I just want it to be just that. You know, I just want to be able to kick it and go live with y'all. And that's another thing too. You know, about working from home. You know, it's one of them situations where like you work from home, but now you want to feel like you actually went to work. You know what I'm saying? Especially, well, for me, hold on, y'all. Um, yeah, like I was trying to tell y'all though, yeah, you know, like I want an actual workspace though, you know, cause I need it. Yeah, no, truth is, it just is what it is, you know. I just need that. Um, like it's no different from the people on Project Runway, you know. You know, the people from Project Runway, they be need somewhere to work at. You know what I'm saying? They can't create all their greatness from here, there, everywhere, you know? Truth is, where do I try? Let me get ready for bed, y'all. And I'll see y'all Monday. If need be, y'all know if listen, if 911 was your emergency, shout out to LaGuardia. Oh, that shit's so funny. But now, for real, like, y'all know if need be, if I got to crank an emergency live, baby, y'all know, like Soldier Boy, I will crank that. Mm, mm. Yeah. Oh, when I sure will. But, if not, y'all, I'm really gonna relax. I'm really gonna try my hardest to relax. Now, y'all know I love going live. Y'all know I love going live. I am live. So shout out to that. But I'm gonna have to, take a chill pill and just really, really relax this weekend because that's what I really want to do. I want to relax, but I also want to, spend time with my family and stuff like that and wrap up spring break. And just really, really, really enjoy, um, family time and stuff like that, y'all. Uh, and a break too. Like I have enjoyed. I don't even really think I've enjoyed not doing a podcast because it don't really feel like I've not did a podcast. Because again, I'm always live. But shout out to that. Don't it's your girl Shay Renee, and I love you all though. Yeah, I do. And I especially love y'all for loving me. And y'all know I'll be back. Period. So shout out to that. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what's going on. Y'all know I'm a self-love, care promoter. Period. You gotta take care of self. I promise you, if you not good, then ain't nobody around you gonna be good, okay? So make sure you pouring into you. Do something nice for yourself. Always look out for you. Um, Keep God first, and I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night.